Hi guys, it's been a hot minute, but today I'm just hanging out with my friends in K-Town and I wanted to do this little get ready with me. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. I have my fringe clipped up so I can actually do my makeup. I actually already put my moisturizer slash the sun cream on. This is from Mixsoon, and thank you so much, YesStyle. This is not a sponsor. Whenever that does happen, that would be amazing. But I am a part of the YesStyle Influencers program, so use my code. I think it's Nazareth, or actually, let me this is so crazy. Okay, hold on. So use my code Nazareth. I'm going to put it on the screen as well if you want to get, I believe it's like 10% off your order. It's a rewards code, so put it in the rewards code section. So, but that does give me a small commission, so if you want to get anything but also give me a little bit of coin, that would be awesome, because I'm not monetized on this channel yet, so anything helps, anything helps. But don't even worry, we'll get to monetization soon. I'm going to be better about posting videos even if I'm not monetized, so because they're fun. Anyway, that's enough yapping. Let's get into the makeup. Like I said, I already put on this Centella Mixsoon sun cream, and I was actually really surprised. So Mixsoon is a Korean brand, and a Korean makeup brand, obviously gonna cater to the general Korean demographic, which is fair skin, stuff like that. And a lot of even like in the US, a lot of like sunscreen leaves such a bad white cast. Like I have this black girl sunscreen that is literally clear, so it does not leave any sort of white cast, and I love this. But this shocked me. One, it's very moisturizing, and remember, I'm not getting paid to say this. They just gave me this for free. I didn't have to do anything. This might have to be, you know what I mean? Like these might have to go together, because I'm actually so pleasantly surprised with this one, because I didn't have high hopes for this with my skin. I don't know. I thought it was gonna be like pale, like whitening, and I was like, oh, I don't want that. But I'm just gonna show the other things that I got in this YesStyle influencer package. We have the Mixsoon soybean milk pads. There's 3 in each of the little packets. They're like little packet thingies, and so awesome. This is the Centella cleansing foam, which I'm actually very excited to use this. I'm very excited to use this. We also have the bean cleansing oil, which I will probably use for like, you know, when I take off my makeup and stuff like that, because oil-based cleansers work really well for me with that. This is the hyaluronic acid serum. This is the glacier water, and I ran out of my hyaluronic acid serum, so this is gonna be perfect. And we have this toner, the Centella Asiatica toner. Also ran out of my toner, so that's gonna be awesome. And the best for last, we have all the essences, which is what I know Mixsoon for. We have the Sundi Centella Asiatica essence, so it's a little like watery consistency. We have Lactomyces ferment essence. I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm so sorry. And then we have the Bifida ferment essence. This is the one like I know, like this is the one I'm familiar with. And also the bean essence, which is like a slightly thicker consistency and has like this pump. So very excited to use that in the future. I want to try this bean essence today too. I already put on the sunscreen, but I just want to try it, you know what I mean? Wow, it smells good too. This sounds like product placement. I'm sorry, I'm just like so starstruck by the fact that I received an influencer package. Like, guys, do you think I'm an influencer? Skincare? Me when skincare? Me when skincare. Like, can't really tell me anything right now because my skin look pretty good. Thank you so much to the YesStyle Influencer Program for sending me this, and thank you to Mixsoon for partnering and also being facilitators and sending me this. Like, it's just so surreal. So, but anyways, we are going to get into the makeup look for today. I am really obsessed with Chinese soft glam or Chinese glam, otherwise known as xiaohongshu douyin makeup. I love it so bad. I specifically love like this like highlight contour that is often done like in this area. It kind of reminds me of like the arcane shading style. So yeah, we're gonna do something like that today. I'm gonna see if I can just do like the silver colors, maybe a bit of blue, but like I don't want to do too over the top. I have this LA Girl Pro Matte HD Longwear Matte Foundation to help me with that. I have oily skin, but also I've noticed that Chinese makeup is very matte, very glittery. So trying to reduce the oil and glowiness a little bit. So I'm just going to take this LA Girl foundation. It's in GLM 679 Warm Sienna. So I'm just gonna take my blending sponge and I'm gonna dab this on my hand a little bit first. And then I'm just gonna dab that across. And I noticed also in a lot of like the lip looks, they start with like a concealer-ish base. So I'm just gonna dab that on my lips too and also bring that down my neck a little bit. It looks pretty good. I like burned myself up here with my hot comb when I was straightening my hair for my Loving Her cosplay. So there's some discoloration up here a little bit. But like these are the darker areas of my face anyway. But I just want to have like a pretty flat base to work with for this look. I'm just gonna go over everything as much as I can and swipe a little bit to blend it in a little bit better on the outer areas. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Next, I am going to take my LA Girl Pro Conceal in, I have two colors that are basically the same, but this is GC 976 Pure Beige, and I'm going to take this and do what I said I really like to do is the little inner corner highlight. So I'm just gonna squeeze this a little bit and then the girls are girly. Yo, the Seraphim comeback is insane. I need it. I'm probably gonna get that album tomorrow if I don't add another album to my Enha collection. Also, if you follow me on Instagram, which you should totally follow me on Instagram at NazarethBBB, you have been seeing that I've been more vocal about me liking Enhypen. I don't know, like guys, I don't have problems with Enhypen. I've never really ever had problems with Enhypen. It's always been like Engine-y, and if you know what happened in 2021 on Weverse, I don't even have to explain why. I don't even have to explain why. But I've been very reluctant from calling myself an Engine-y because of that, because I'm like, I'll like Enhypen, I'll watch their content, I'll like even be like, yeah, Enhypen, but I don't want to call myself an Engine-y because that was traumatic for me. Like, girl, if this is what the fandom is like, I don't want to associate myself with this fandom. But I'm pretty over it by now, and you know, I like Enhypen, so yeah. If you like Enhypen, tell me who your bias is, and if it is anyone in my bias line, we can bond over it. I bet you thought I was gonna say something about me fighting you. No, it's. I mean, we could scrap a little bit, but it's really not that serious. And then I'm going to take the Let me take the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Chestnut GC 986. I don't know if you care about the alphanumeric code or anything, but yeah. And then I'm just gonna take this. I think the nose contour is a really important part of this. I don't even know if I'm doing this correctly anymore. I like to look at the chart when I do this, but I'm taking it here. I'm also gonna do a little sort of like, if that makes sense, the little triangle, like the little angle parts of a triangle, and basically just go underneath my nose as well. I'm just gonna like surround this outer part. So I am doing that. And I am actually gonna take this right underneath my eye as well to start the lining for the aegyosa. And just lightly, not too much on here because it's going to get sort of like blended out anyway a little bit later. But I just want to sort of mark where the contour with the pen, with my pen, is going to go. And you know what? I'm actually going to take this in these areas too, right below my cheekbone. And I'll blend that out in a second. I'm actually going to highlight a little bit under here as well on my actual cheekbone. And I was watching, I think, Jessica Vu and her tutorial for douyin makeup, and she was saying how a lot of the contour is very like lightly to not blend it out. I want to have like a pretty strong contour so it looks like I've changed my bone structure a little bit, if that makes sense. And I'm gonna put a little bit of this on the actual aegyosa as well. I'm putting a little bit on my cupid's bow and right below my lower lip to highlight the chin a little bit. Okay! Now I am going to take my concealer brush and my foundation brush and just blend this out a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm gonna use the foundation brush for places like my chin and my forehead. And then I'm going to use this for underneath my cheekbone as well. Just for the larger areas, you know. And then I am going to take my smaller brush for my smaller areas. Just blend a little bit. And a lot of this blending is actually gonna look like me padding, because like I said, I don't want to blend it too much. I want it to look like, yeah, look at that. I'm changing my bone structure to have this little rounder nose part, and I'm actually gonna put a little bit more of this here because I want this to be even stronger. Just carve that out a bit more. Bring this down a bit more, and then just press that in. Ow. Keep poking myself. Oh, the girl's like, slay, slay. So next I am going to, actually a lot of people probably would do this like towards the end. I am going to set this now because this is pretty much the end of all my cream based products. I have a cream blush, but I don't want to make it too light, so I am going to set everything now with my, this is HD Flawless Setting Powder. This is a brightening banana from Absolute New York. All of like pretty much most of like my face stuff is from like the beauty supply store, like the beauty supply stores around me across the city. This is not no Sally Beauty, it's like the black beauty supply stores. Or if you're wondering where to get this stuff, one, it's cheap, and two, predominantly black neighborhood type beauty supply store. And I'm just going to powder my face. And yes, this is gonna look pretty white for a second before I dust a little bit more of this off. And honestly, I'm not too big of a fan of this puff, but I leave this one in here because sometimes I'm coming in handy sometimes. But as you can see, I'm pretty matte right now. So now I'm just gonna take this big ass triangle puff I have and just pull this in a little bit more. Oh my gosh, this contour is so strong on camera, but I can't really see it IRL, so I'm just going to use my Flower Nose Black Swan eyeshadow palette for the eye look. Because I have like a concealed base for the most part, I'm just going to go in right away. I'm just using the white shade, and I'm just gonna go across the lower half of my eyelid and just press it in. Or I guess this is like my eyelid, but I don't like really go up here with it. Then I just feather it out a little bit. Just a tad. Put a little bit more towards the center. I'm going to mirror that on the other side. I'm going to use the gray shade here, and I'm just gonna take a flat brush and go along the mid to outer corner and just layer that on top and feather it out just a little bit. Bring back that white bit a little bit more. Now, I'm gonna use a smaller flat brush. As you can tell, I'm not a makeup artist, so I don't know the technical names of any of these brushes. I am going off of my painting knowledge, so if it's incorrect, my bad. And I'm just going to add more dimension to the gray with the black shade. Fluff that out a little bit and try to bring it a little bit more up. And then I'm going to take this same brush, a little bit of black, and just outline the whole of the eye. And this is sort of like a back and forth sort of futzing process, but what I'm basically gonna do is I'm gonna keep going back and forth and blending that line I just created over the rest of the eye until it's about as light as I want it to be. Because I don't want it to be too dark, but I also want it to show up just a tad. And I'm using the gray to help get that feathered out a bit more. I think that looks pretty good. So there's a little bit more on top. I'm actually gonna take this dense brush and just pack my glitter shade. This is my favorite part, which you can see the embossed beautiful design is like gone because, like I said, it's my favorite. And I'm just going to go around that sort of like transition part where the gray meets the white and the black, and just dust over that. Take my finger, get in there, and just pack like in the middle of that sparkle. Yeah, there you go. All right, now the final step I'm going to do is just dust a little bit of gray underneath my eyes. Smoke it out a bit more. You can smoke out this part a bit. We're a little glittery like down here, but that is a-okay. I'm actually gonna go to my brows for a minute. I'm gonna take my Anastasia Beverly Hills pen, and this is just the brow definer in ebony, and I'm going to brush out my brows before I line them. So just give me a second while I do that, and I'm just doing them pretty straight as I can at least. I'm gonna brush that back out just to lighten that up a little bit and add my brow gel and use this leftover foundation to go on top of that. I'm going to quickly do the eyeliner. This is the Kiss Me Heroin Make Smooth Liquid Eyeliner. It's a Japanese brand, and I like it because it's pretty thin. So I am just going to follow somewhat that shape I drew for the eyeshadow. And just draw a line and then follow it gently with the eyeliner. And then after I follow that line up here, I am going to take the eyeliner and just slightly connect it and outline where my waterline is in that area. And then I'm taking the same pen and just taking it as close to my waterline as I can. This part is usually pretty tricky, so trial and error. It's okay. Like I said, trial and error, because the skin moves a lot. And then I do a little corner. I'm gonna come back when this side is done as well. Now that the other side is pretty much done, I'm going to use this Eggo Solid stick, and like I said, I'm just gonna do some minor corrections of the eye. I'm gonna use my other color grwm pencil and just go underneath and then go on top with the lighter shade. And then back to the Flort pencil. This is a Flort pencil, I think it's G6 or G06. And I'm gonna use the shimmery side and go over the exhale. Now I am gonna finally take my beloved Judy Doll highlighter. This is a new addition as well. And I am going to take a very dense, sort of small brush, I guess, and highlight. So I'm gonna take that to a little rectangle across the nose. And then straight up and down. But no worries, I'm gonna take my finger this time then. Just go on top. And then in the corner, this, and going like. And I'm gonna dust off any excess maybe I don't want with the small concealer brush. And then again, let me just highlight the cheekbone. Slay. A sort of fluffier brush. Use this for my cream blush. And just sort of dot it across. And then take a small beauty blender and continue to just bring that out. Just to bring some color back into my face. Now I'm gonna do my lashes. And that's really just my Judy Doll mascara, which I love this mascara. And I'm going to apply many coats of this. So this is just the first coat. I'm probably gonna go to at least 2 or 3. And really just starting from the root and just shimmying it upwards. Now I'm taking this brow pen because this is like really thin, and just gonna try to redo these like little lashes I did before and put my birthmark back there. Now what I'm gonna do is take my KVD lip liner in Vampira and go over the top and just blend it out and go in inner corner. I'm gonna take this Beauty Supply Store liner and add a deeper shade basically to the outer corner of my lips. On that. And then start with my lip color, which is the Judy Doll Watery Lip Tint in 07, and apply it mostly to the center of my lips first. And then here as well. Let that sit for a second. Then go back in with a slightly lighter coat around the rest of the lips. And I'm just gonna blend a little bit. Alright, I think the thing that would like really make this look would be some circle lenses, but it is what it is. Some puffy eyes, rise. And I'm just gonna put some lip gloss on top because I want to. I think I want to contour my forehead just so it looks a little less big. So I'm gonna take this brush and I've had this brush since middle school and it's still holding up, so. I have my Ruby Kisses 24-hour long-lasting setting spray, and I'm just going to spray it. And with that, the Douyin inspired makeup Chinese soft glam inspired makeup. Sugar talking, your eyes only. Sugar talk. La 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 la. Well, this is the final look. I'm really happy with it. I think it came out pretty good. I kind of like the one I did day 1 and day 3 of NYC better, but I think this one is still very cute. I think the glasses kind of pull it together, funnily enough, but I'm heading out now because I'm very late. But thank you so much for watching this video. I know I haven't been as active, but I want to get back to being active, and all of your support means just the world to me. And thank you again, Yesstyle and Mixu, for sending me that package. I'll make great use of that. And be sure, if you're ever buying any skincare, clothes, or even makeup on Yesstyle, to use my code Nazareth for 10% off. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. XOXO Naz.